everyone, welcome back to Crochet Delight. I'm Barbara, and this is Sophia. I've got her in a little baby carrier right now. It's the smallest one I could find. But, welcome back to Crochet Delight. We are happy to announce this week's Hot Off the Hook Friday. So, what do you think, Sophia? She wants nothing to do with me right now because I've got her in a pink contraption. Alright, so this week on Hot Off the Hook Friday, what I was able to make was a few things. I was able to make some hats, a scarf, and some yarn. I finally got somewhat back into the rhythm of making stuff. It's still going to be slow going because who knows, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's complications with the house that we want, so we're going to be looking at other houses too, just in case. Let's see. And you guys should get ready. There's an upcoming video for a giveaway. I believe it's coming up next week. Look out. It might be on a Wednesday, or it might be during a Hot Off the Hook Friday. Hot Off the Hook Friday, for a lot of people, well, for those of you who don't know, it's kind of like a podcast for me. I talk about a little bit of everything. I show you projects that I've made. I show you projects that you guys have made. And I love seeing the stuff that you guys make. It's beautiful. Whether it's big or small, round, square, whatever it is, everything you guys make is beautiful. And I personally hate the type of crocheters that are like, oh, my stuff's way better. Because if you can't appreciate how much time and effort someone has put into something, then you're not a real crafter. It's just not right to think that you're way above everyone else. I mean, there are definitely some things where I think that, oh, I can make that, but I can make it a little better or a little different. But I don't think that I'm more skilled than everybody. I'm not. I've only been crocheting for 9 years. I've still got a lot to learn. I picked up a hobby that I've only been doing for about a year and 5 months. And I've got a crap ton to learn there. And everything, let's get you up in the view. Yeah, she's not happy with me. But I've got a lot to learn. I'm young, I've got time, but always respect other crafters, other crocheters, other knitters, other weavers, spinners, dyers, everyone. I mean, some make it annoying, but respect them. They know a lot. They might know more than you, they might not. They might know some things differently, like certain techniques on how to make an Afghan that you wouldn't think of, or certain ways of dyeing wool or dyeing yarn that you wouldn't think of. There's always something that somebody knows that you don't, and something that you know that somebody else doesn't. And all the stuff I've learned, that's stuff that a lot of other people know. I mean, I learned how to do graphs from someone who knows how to do graphs on YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube. I'm a YouTube binge watcher when it comes to crochet and dyeing yarn and all that. I haven't been doing that lately, but I learned most of the crochet stitches from YouTube, from people that know these stitches. I've learned where to get certain patterns from people that know where to get them. And now I'm confident enough to say, oh, look here for this pattern. Or I'll even go on the site, look for the pattern, and give the link to someone. There's certain techniques that you can learn from some people, and then sometimes there are the self-taught ones that just teach themselves, and that's that. They may have a different term for it, but they're teaching themselves, they're learning. Everybody's different. and everybody has their own specialty. And on Hot Off the Hook Friday, I like to display that. And I'm actually gonna open up Hot Off the Hook Friday a little more, because as you guys know, since I started doing yarn, I opened it up to spinning, and I opened it up to dyeing and weaving. I'm actually gonna open it up to sewing now. So, anything, crochet, knit, weave, spin, dye, sewing, you name it, craft stuff, card making, it doesn't matter what it is anymore. This is Hot Off the Hook Friday. I'm going to respect all and every crafter, and I want you guys to know to respect them too, for those of you that are younger than me, or the same age as me that think you're so arrogant, because I have ran across a couple crocheters or crafters that are my age and think they're arrogant and can do better and know better. You don't. Trust me, you want to stick with an update. You want to stick with learning what your elders know, because they're the ones that know more than you. I mean, yeah, even someone as young as me can teach someone that's 83 something new. But they can teach you a lot more than what somebody my age can teach you. So don't go getting arrogant. Respect all crafters. Respect all the sewers that know more than you. Respect the spinners, the dyers, the knitters, the crocheters, the weavers, everybody. So, with that being said, why don't we move on to Hot Off the Hook Friday? So I don't have any entries today. And I'm probably going to get this little one out of this. She doesn't look so happy. She's hanging in it like a piñata. So she's not that happy. But, let's see. So, there it is. Sorry, I couldn't find the other piece. I have a scarf. I have hats, and I have yarn. And I have this little one. Ugh. There we go. So, first thing I'm going to show you is the scarf. Now, I went online and I went to a kind of like an online yard sale. I got you. And I bought this giant box of yarn. And in it was a project that was being worked. And it was a scarf. And that's my phone. Alright, so I paused that so that I could see who was on the phone. It was just a scam. So, bear in mind, you people will get a lot of scams throughout the years. I don't know why they're getting so bad. But anyways, the project was a scarf, and the lady used scarfy yarn. So, she only got so far with it, and then I worked on it and finished it. Now, not knowing what stitch or what pattern she used to make this, or to start it, I had to take a really, really hard look at this, and you would think that it's a double crochet or a single crochet, but it's not, it's half double crochet. And the way you can tell that is half double crochet actually has a third loop, one that sticks out on the side all the time. So when you go to change direction, you get an even pattern. You get that same loop on both sides. And that's how I was able to determine that it was half double crochet that she was using. And she only had about that much of it done. So I'm like, okay, I'll just finish it. Looks like it's a pretty yarn. There's not much, and I'm probably not going to get a different pattern or enough out of it, since I don't feel like buying any more of the yarn. So I'll just finish it. And I did, and it came out to be a beautiful, warm, and thick scarf. So, look at that. Nice and thick. The scarfy yarn may be acrylic, but it is gorgeous. It's got a beautiful gradient. Yes, it changes fast. Who cares? It looks beautiful. They know how to tie it in, and it's hypoallergenic. That's the one thing a lot of people don't realize about acrylic yarn. The real reason why it's so prominent in stores is because it's hypoallergenic, and there are a lot of people that are allergic to wool. It doesn't matter what kind of wool, but there are a lot of people allergic to it. So I actually have something to add to that later. For now, I'm gonna get on with some other stuff. So, ta-da! I have a hat. And this was using some of that yarn that I got from that lady on the yard sale site. I didn't like the price for all the yarn, but that's one hat. The next two hats, I did not get this from that lady. I see you, little Miss Sneeze-a-Lot. I got them from a shop in my town. So, I have mixed feelings about this shop, but I get it. You gotta be 65 or older to work or do anything in that shop. But it's definitely not something I see myself doing in years from now. But there's a shop in my town called the Old Timer Shop. It's a cute little shop. It's got jewelry, it's got knitting, it's got crochet, it's got woodwork, and it's for anybody 65 and older that wants to make something and just have some place to sell it. And I think that's really cool that the town does that. And I got this yarn from them. I have it here somewhere. Okay, I see the tag. Okay. It's some Martha Stewart yarn, and I kind of like it. It's fun. So this is one hat. This is one hat that I made. I used an entire little piece of green, and then an entire red skein, and then some green, because I wanted to make sure it was big enough. But it's a very fun yarn. This is definitely kind of like a party type of hat for Christmas or something like that. But I've got it in all sorts of colors, and I love how it just sparkles. So I've actually got two hats like this. This one is a single layered hat into the basket with the other hats. This one is like you got a Christmas tree on your head. But this is a double-sided reversible hat. So it's twice the warmth, twice the fun, and it's something new. I might actually start making some scarves with it. I don't know what else to make with this kind of yarn. I definitely don't see a lot of these hats selling, so I'm probably going to try a scarf or something like that. And I had yarn. Okay, there it is. So that's pretty much all I have there, but I do have another project that I will show you in a little bit that I'm working on that I should really get finished. But now, you guys are going to be able to figure out which one's which. So, I worked on yarn. You getting comfy? I worked on this, and I worked on this. And they look a little funky because I utilized a shelf that my mom had for punches for my yarn. It's actually the perfect size. And I will show you guys a picture of that at the end, or I'll show you in a video. I don't really want to do a video because it's too cluttered over there. I've got some stuff I gotta get rid of. Like, if any of you need a craft table, I haven't heard back from the lady that's interested. It's $30. Take it. It's yours. But he who knows nothing, and then coffee creamer. So this is my Fiber of the Month yarn, and I love it. It's got a little bit of purple in it. It's got a lot of black and a lot of charcoal and some white. It's got mulberry silk in it. I love it. And then this is 100% acrylic. I made acrylic yarn. And I'm actually gonna tell you guys how I made this acrylic yarn. I know I should keep it a secret, but see that pile right there by my coffee? This is acrylic roving. And this roving I actually got from yarn. I didn't buy this as actual roving. I bought this as yarn. It was a yarn, a very chunky, as you can see, 22 yards of acrylic roving yarn. It had a black piece of thread going all the way around it. So I decided I don't like this yarn. I'm gonna actually change it. So I sat at my wheel and I took the roving yarn, drafted it out, and made acrylic. Another notification. I made acrylic yarn. So, drafted this into this. I have 130 yards. So, I am very happy. And this will be for sale. I love it. It's hypoallergenic. So, if anybody is allergic to wool, you guys can order acrylic yarn. And there are places where I can get acrylic roving. I've got some white, I've got some green, and some purple that I've got to get spinning. I've got a lot that I got to get spinning up, but I'm very happy to announce that I can now provide acrylic yarn. And you are falling off my lap. What are you doing? Get back here. There we go. She's not that happy with me still, but acrylic yarn, and I'm calling it coffee creamer, and it actually is very close to the same color as my actual coffee. There we go. So that is actually it for this week's Hot Off the Hook Friday. I think I went on long enough. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm actually gonna do more. I have a plan to use this. It's a beautiful rose lace, and I've got some yarn up there, some cotton yarn, that I'm planning on making a dress. And who knows, I'm probably gonna get more of that yarn to make another dress. But I think I want to make a wedding dress, and I want to overlay it with lace. So I gotta actually get the motivation to do that. But aside from that, that's all I have for you guys today. This one's tired and getting cranky because she doesn't like that Mommy had her in a contraption. But that's it. And if any of you want to send any pictures in for whatever craft it is you're doing, whether it be a paper craft, sewing, knitting, crochet, and I mentioned them all in the beginning. Send in a picture with a description to the email in the description box below. And if you guys enjoy my videos, make sure to give them a thumbs up and leave a comment down below if you have something to say. It doesn't matter what it is. You can say hi, ask about the weather or whatnot. I don't care. I actually do look at all of my comments. I mean, a lot of the times I'm busy, so sometimes I will look at the comment, press the like, and then hours later go back and add a comment. But I do look at all of my comments. I love looking at the comments. I love seeing that you guys enjoy my videos, and I still haven't heard from you guys whether or not you want an auction. I've seen the thumbs ups, which is telling me you guys are interested in the idea, but it's not telling me the specifics. Like, do you want me to pick a time or what? So, don't forget to leave a comment in any of my videos. Don't forget to thumbs up any of my videos. Every time you do, it helps me. It gets my video out there for the next person to see, and for the next person, and the next person, and the more likes, and the more comments, the better. And don't forget to share your stuff. So, we are saying bye. What? She's not gonna say bye. She's being a little bit of a drama queen today. Sophia, say bye. Say bye. Bye. Have a delightful day and happy hooking, everyone.